I want you to think of what kind of confidence you're looking for. Are you looking for sexual confidence? Are you looking for emotional confidence?
Welcome to the Better Man Podcast with Ivan and Sumedh. This podcast is all about how to be an optimal, conscious male in today's society. Join Ivan and Sumedh as they go deep into the rabbit hole of personal growth, mindset, social dynamics, and spirituality. Are you ready to be a better man?
Ooh, down. You looking mad confident right now.
Yo,
You looking mad confident right now.
flexing in the corner over there, God.
Nah. Oh wait, no, you're not flexing. Oh shit.
Swole.
You just swore like that.
You swole like
Damn.
that.
That's like when she looks at your dick and she's like, damn, it's so big. And you're like, shit for real? Thanks.
When gratitude comes out during that time, you know what I'm saying?
You made me feel so special. That chick said my dick looked like Jesus on the cross.
Anyway, guys, you can feel the vibrations coming off this episode because we're so pumped, so excited to give you an episode on confidence today.
Thank you for coming back again. You always come back, and that's why you succeed.
And that's why we are so grateful to receive and to give to you guys.
You know, sometimes, we're going to go deep into the podcast right now, but Sumedh just said something that really sparked an image in my head.
Spark.
What was it that you just said, son?
I said, I'm grateful to receive and to give.
You see, many times, it is much harder to receive than it is to give.
Yeah, like receiving a compliment. A lot of people can't do that. They're like,
even receiving money.
Me? No. Yeah, that's not me. You know what I mean? Like someone's trying to say, oh, dude, you look dope in that hat. Like if I said that, right? And you're like, what? Me? Dope? What are you talking about? Like,
yeah, you look like a fucking, pretty fucking stupid doing that,
Yeah.
Just being totally honest with you.
Just say thank you. Just receive it. Just receive it.
You say, Sumedh, how do I receive compliments?
You say thank you.
You see me out in the streets, people coming up and take pictures of me.
Yeah.
People being like, damn, you're a very stylish man. Or just people wanting to know who the fuck I am, right? Just random people in the streets.
Mm.
How do I respond to their compliments? Like, tell me in what tonality do I say it?
Breaking rapport.
Let me expand breaking rapport here. Now if you're thinking smart, and if you're on this podcast, you most likely are.
Yeah.
You'll notice that I already went into it
100.
because the tone at which you speak gives off the vibration.
It gives off the vibration.
It gives off who you are. Your voice tone is so important.
Your vocal tonality. Yeah. It's so key.
Because
it's like a literal key.
Audio is sound is so important to us humans. You would agree, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to if I'm watching a movie, right? Like let's just say like some like student film, right?
Okay.
And the visuals are really nice, but the audio is off.
It's whack, yeah.
You don't want to listen to it because the sound of it, it makes you
yeah.
Right?
I just shudder and cringe in the corner like a baby lamb.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you gotta buy our products.
That was some segue, dude.
That was
Bad corner. For just $19.99,
you can get
my book on Kindle, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually $9.99. Anyway.
We're talking about tonality, yeah?
Tonality.
Right. So I'll tell you the exact way. No, like, how? Let me just ask you this. How much would it be worth to you in terms of money if somebody could teach you the exact way to sound confident in every single situation? And that means even the very tough situations, even the ones where you have a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, you feel awkward.
Right? Where there's tons of people looking at you. Right? You got a whole room staring at you.
All that resistance.
And, you know, if you're an actor, it's one thing, right? But if you're in real life and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I just gotta put this out there. I'm not a hot chick. I'm not a hot chick. What is one of the most beautiful things to look at that both men and women would agree?
Hot chicks.
That women are they're one of the most beautiful things to look at in the whole world. That's why they make more nude paintings of women.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see nude paintings of dudes.
Nobody wants to see your fucking dick, man. Nobody wants to see your fucking dick. Do you get that? But they want to see her tits.
Especially you omegle fucks.
They want to see her
Nobody
tits.
wants to see that shit.
You omegle fucks, bro. Give it one. Wait, what time is it? Hold on, guys. What time is it?
What time is it?
What time is it?
10:18.
Bro, it's 10:18.
And
Do you know what that means?
Yeah. We're still alive.
We're still alive.
Still alive. Give it here, partner.
Bro, say it like that. Say it like that. Look, watch. So,
okay.
So now we're learning how to sound deep, right? Right. So did you see the way that I gave that sentence? It was breathy. Right? A breathy tone is a very sexy, charismatic tone and very commanding.
Right.
Very, very commanding.
Like, you wouldn't actually imagine Cleopatra speaking like this.
God
like
damn.
like a silly woman.
Exactly, but you get to heaven and God's like, hey,
how's it going there?
You made a real big mistake, partner. You'd be like, what? What the fuck?
You'd be like, God dang, dag nabbit, dog nabbit.
You'd be like, what the fuck is God from fucking a swamp or is he from fucking Texas, man?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Hillbilly.
Middle of nowhere.
A hillbilly cowboy.
Where Courage is from,
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah. Which of the Courage do you know, bro?
Bro, there was a bunch of shows, actually.
Got Courage in the name?
Yeah.
Like what?
Courage the Happy Puppy. You didn't see the other ones? That was like the before stages where they talked about his growth. He was a puppy baby. Dang. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. You ever seen that shit?
I love that. That ad got me like so like that. That repetitive chant.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Yeah, they say if you do it 10 times and you spin around 3 times, it'll pop up. You'll manifest the thing. The spirit of the puppy monkey baby from Mountain Dew commercials will come here. Yeah. And please do not YouTube that.
And I really don't want to scar you. You gotta sprinkle some oyster sauce on it so that the puppy monkey baby actually blossoms into a full-grown man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn. No wonder. Last time I just put hot sauce.
Oh. Yeah. No, you gotta try oyster.
Right in the eyes.
Anyway, guys, you want to do the affirmations of the day?
You know what? Let's do the fucking affirmations. Right?
Yeah.
I move in the direction of what I want.
I move in the direction of what I want.
I see something that I want and I go after it.
I see something that I want and I go after it.
Today, I, Ivan, insert name, choose to step it the fuck up. To step it the fuck up. I today, fill in your name, choose to step it the fuck up.
I, Sumedh, choose today to step it the fuck up.
Now, we don't have to do this again. I don't care where the fuck you are. I want you to say fuck like a fucking badass. Right? There's a way to say fuck and you can get away with it. There's some ways of saying fuck and you're not going to get away with it. Right? So let's do that one more time. The phrase, just to remind you, was I insert your name. No, I don't want you to say, I insert your name. Today choose to. No. I want you to say I and you actually put your name in there just to clarify. I don't know. Maybe a few 100 levels of energy individuals popped into this podcast by accident.
Yeah, I, Bill Gates, choose to step in the fuck. Like, we get all the celebrities to start doing that. Like, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, please share this video to your local celebrity.
Yeah. And if I'm the local celebrity, don't send it to me. Please. It's me.
We just have too many in our mailboxes, in our female boxes.
Too many in our feline boxes.
Anyway, yeah, that was amazing. So I really enjoyed that. Affirmations. Thank you. Thank you.
So, in the tone of your voice, I want you to make it more breathy, right? Now, when I want you to speak with extreme conviction, like, or just like 100% knowing that it's there, right?
It's kind of a paradox because it's with conviction, but it doesn't reveal too much. It's like an air of mystery, but it's still with conviction.
Well, I don't know. I think to have confidence, to look and be confident as well, you don't necessarily need that part.
What? Mystery?
Mystery, yeah. Mystery is something that you might want to have as like a
supplement.
a seductive trait.
Yeah.
Right? And that seduces men and that seduces women. Right? Now, what does it mean to seduce?
Because think about gambling, right? It's 50-50. Like, there's a chance there. And so,
I don't know. I think the chances are
when you have a mysterious person, it's like, am I good enough for them? Am I not? You start getting in your head about, like, the other person starts getting confused.
Well, I don't care if they, like, I'm not aiming for that. And when it comes to mystery, it's just, I'm verifying you, right? You're not supposed to know everything. What the fuck? Why would I tell you everything? Right? You have to get verified. Right?
You gotta get blue ticked.
There's stages. There's stages to what I can reveal to you.
You gotta blue tick your consciousness.
Even in some of the spirituality things that I know, I'm not allowed to reveal it to people at all because it's too high, and
because your spirit guides will be very, very mad at
my fucking spirit guides and spiritual people watching me. They're gonna know. That's not a lie.
Yo, man, I love this topic of confidence. I could go in on this. So
I go in, bro.
All right. So basically,
I want you to fucking destroy it.
All right. So confidence, right? Con has the word con in it. Con meaning a con man, like somebody who's fake. So that therefore one must fake it in the beginning because we've got to start somewhere. However, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there because the thing is, when I say fake, I don't mean faking.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, bro, I don't believe anything that you just said.
Because after a while, you get to a point where you recognize it as real. And that's the true confidence that I'm talking about. You can be gold or you can be gold-plated. Which one do you want to choose?
So, I think you said a lot of good things. But the specific thing that I just personally wouldn't have used those words was when you said that you have to fake it until it's integrated into you, right?
Until you become it, yeah.
Yeah. So, who is the most alpha in the whole entire world, and in terms of humans, like all ages, all genders, all hairstyles, all skin colors? Who's the most alpha? Just say one. You have just one person that you could say. One category of human.
Leader.
One category of human.
Like leader comes up for me. I don't know. Like any leader.
Well, I guess that the way I phrased it was too broad. I'm just gonna say it.
Someone must cause and not effect.
Babies and little kids. You ever seen a fucking baby try to fight an adult? Bruh. A a baby trying to fight an adult, they're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to fuck you up, bitch. You know, that's probably what's going on in their mind. They're just like, you've seen it, bro. Have you seen it? Like, little kids don't give a fuck, right?
I haven't really seen that with babies, but maybe.
And a baby wants a fucking a milk, or wants fucking warmth, or wants just love, or wants a chupon, a fucking thing for your mouth. They just start crying, and they get what they want.
You know, one confidence technique, a confidence hack that you guys can use is next time you get intimidated by somebody, imagine them as a baby, like back as a child again.
All right, so
Stalin was a baby once. That shit's wild.
You're born confident, but you've been trained to not be confident. You were born confident.
You were programmed, your software changed.
But you were made to believe ineffective beliefs about who you are. And you believe them. You believe them because you think that you're the one that chose them.
Confidence, right? So confide your secrets, your truths with the world in a dense way, in a powerful way. There's a sense of confidence that comes with power. And if you think about the word power, it's like pow, which is a yang energy. It's like going forward, a movement. But then there's also an which is more of a relaxation or a yielding or a feminine receptive energy. So power is actually harmony. And that's one way of looking at it. Like, power is actually like, it's not fully yang, right? You need a little bit of yin there to make it that much more flavorful. And if you guys are looking for very quick confidence hacks, one of the ways is just like to change your
computer,
change your body. Yeah.
Oh, that's the other side.
Yep.
Haskell's Village. Haskell's Village.
Haskell's Village. Haskell's Village.
It's like, it's almost like you're bringing it in. Like,
if you guys can't see what we're doing right now, you need to tune into YouTube right now. All right. Anyway, yeah, confidence has to do with power. But when I say power,
I got it.
I don't want you guys to be mistaken and think of hierarchies in terms of power. Okay, I want you to think of the personal power.
Even though there is a hierarchy to the self power, just so you know.
No, there is, yeah.
There is. There's a way to higher consciousness. Is the way. There's a direction towards more confidence.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of structure that people.
It's created by the universe, bro.
Yeah, it's nature has its laws for sure.
So you mentioned something ultra interesting, right? And you said that you need the feminine energy for leadership, right?
Yeah.
Or to be alpha. To be alpha, you need a feminine energy, right?
Yeah.
Because
you have to have a willingness to emote.
Because to be able to just receive and move with a flow, right? You're on a wave with it. That's what the feminine energy,
and that's what I teach
great
guys.
At is riding a wave. We know you teach that, bro. We know you teach that.
Do they? That thing is awesome. Candy canes on Christmas. Ooh wee, so wee, mama.
New catchphrases. We're adding like a list of catchphrases.
Right.
So
the flow, the feminine energy you were saying.
In order to allow yourself to be guided by a higher state of consciousness, you have to let go. Right?
Yeah.
In order to shift,
to surrender.
you have to surrender the personality and the person that you think that you are now in order to build the new person that you want to construct.
Yeah.
You have to surrender. Let go.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's actually tough to do that, though, like to let go of the past and stuff. But it helps every time. You know, you just snip one cord, emotional cord, to the memory or the moment. Where if you can laugh at a memory, if you can change the background and make it a Smurfs animated version and laugh at it, that lets you let go of attachment a little bit, right? And what that does is it gets you fully to surrender a little bit and just not take it as seriously, because the mind loves to do that. It loves to take things seriously and make strange narratives about things. But if you can be the writer, if you can be the poet, if you can be the dancer of your own life, your choreographer, your director of your own life, you can actually manifest an amazing world. Like you dancing, feeling euphoric, imaginative, just on point, you know, that is already there. Like that is possible. That is reality. Right? That might just be the true you.
And another thing that came up for me when you mentioned feminine energy and confidence was you said confidence. Confide in yourself, right? Exactly. So that means you have to let go of the resistance to the things that you want to do, right? Now, this could be good things and bad things, right? Like, we have anger towards somebody or a group of people or whatever, right? What is one way to actually let go of it, right? One, they say, so the problem with Sigmund Freud and when people understood was that Sigmund Freud said that, people go crazy if they don't express and they repress their emotions, right? And they come up in the body and the personality traits. Yeah. Now, the thing here that people don't understand because it's not taught correctly, by correctly it just means not fully, not more holistically, is that what the fuck was I saying, bro?
If it fits together more holistically.
Yeah, but before that, we're connecting one. What the fuck am I trying to connect?
I think you're trying to. You started speaking about feminine energy.
Yes. You have to be able to confide in yourself. Now, surrender the resistance that you have to things, right? So let's just say if you're mad at somebody, right? What would you actually fucking do? You wanted to fucking stab him, punch him, kick him in the face, kick him in the stomach, shoot him? What
would you do?
And the thing is, whenever you're mad at somebody, I would highly suggest you do that in your own mind. Picture it in your own mind, because your mind wants to play those ideas out, right? So if you're stuck in fear of not confidence or angry that you don't have confidence or frustrated because you know that it's possible, but you've just been struggling to get it. So you're extremely frustrated and you can't move out of it. The secret right here, the secret sauce, some of that Szechuan sauce, is that you must enter your feminine and surrender those emotions.
Right. It's almost
be vulnerable. Be vulnerable.
It's an unlayering process. You might have a bunch of walls up right now of resistance, but now it's about changing the texture of that resistance. So if right now you have a wall that's made out of brick, just try and make it wood. Just turn that image in your mind to wood, and then slowly you can make it something more malleable, like Play-Doh or something else, And then, because the thing is,
it's all about the images we create
in our minds, in our mind's eye. So if I have this image of like this huge race, this is like impossible to run, right? Like mountains to climb. You can make it like 50 feet, or you can get 500 feet, right? It depends on your perspective, like the lens and the.
Sometimes we just have this like vague image of it and an emotion attached to it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because it's so vague, it creates the unknown. And we're afraid of the unknown because the unknown is adherent to death.
Right. But actually, unknown is where you can actually be in the highest dimension. Because the highest dimension
People don't know it yet. You just have to explore it. The unknown just means you haven't explored it, right? But because we think we're gonna die if we enter the unknown because we don't know what's there. It could be good, it could be bad, right? But we don't know, so the possibility of bad is there. So we're gonna avoid it, right? Right. So,
we as human beings have amazing avoidance strategies. I would say, definitely, coping mechanisms, avoidance strategies, just like all these things that we use to just quote unquote get by. But it's not getting by. You don't want to just be getting by. You're listening to this podcast because you want to thrive. And in order for you to thrive, you've got to not chase after this thing, which is this ephemeral, like fake kind of confidence. Again, I want to repeat myself and say, do you want to be golden or do you want to be gold-plated? Right? You can easily be gold-plated, but that's a fake armor. Right? Are you actually gold?
damn.
And if you're actually gold, you're going to emanate that from your pores. You're going to say the words like you're actually there in the Socratic seminar and not like preparing for a rehearsal. You're going to be there. You're going to be in the moment. And that's what true confidence is this authenticity mixed with this relevance, but also this edge. It's like, what do you know that you do really well? And you're just confident that you know it. It's just this feeling of assurance and trust. And it's like, it's there. It's always there. It's always been there. It's this feeling like, you know, we are eternal beings, but we're not reminded of that. As I and Ivan went to listen to Sadhguru, we got a couple of revelations there, as well as we went to the Taj Mahal the next day, which was another big revelation. But yeah, this kind of lifestyle, you know, it's an adventure. Like we go on adventures every day, guys. Like, and to have an adventurous mindset, you must also be confident, because you don't know what's going to come up, or you don't know what to expect. But if you have a sure-footedness, one foot in front of the next, and if you have groundedness, just place importance on your feet itself. I sometimes put tennis ball and I just like roll around like to open my foot to like help with my root. We did a lot of root activities. We can't reveal anything because it's confidential. You can only learn it from Sadhguru himself. So, you know, we can't share too much here. But what we can say is it's powerful stuff.
Okay, so two things. And I think whoever's listening right now is really going to benefit from this. So one, picture yourself in the future, right? That is one of the best ways to grow.
Yeah, and get really specific about it, because the more you can add details to it, the more the mind loves to construct that narrative, right? So it will actually create that for you. It'll become.
And I want you to get exaggerated with it.
Yeah, amplify it.
If you want to be a fucking dragon, I want you to imagine yourself as a dragon moving around. Or you want to picture yourself surrounded by your ancestors or by warriors that are next to you, right? I want you to really exaggerate it, right? Because your fears are also exaggerations.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't like you could be looking at your face and you're like, that person has fear, but you won't know what the image is, right? You can just you tell how deep the fear is, how crazy the image is in their mind, depending on what their body looks like, right? So we can read your thoughts. We're able to read your thoughts based on your body,
False
right?
Evidence appearing
real. So you don't actually need to have done anything right to have confidence. Just to get that clear, you don't need to look back at it and be like, oh, well, I did this before, because as somebody else actually mentioned this, was that it's dead. It's dead confidence. It's you in the past, right? It's not you in the now, right? You in the now. One thing is the amazing things they say. Forget about the past. Don't worry about the past. And they're usually referring to the bad things, right? Forget about the fucking good ones too. What the fuck is the whole point of them, right? Why are you gonna make one better than the other one? They're both like, just let go of them and live right now, right? Yeah. So I came up with a term a while ago called nervous confidence, right? People are like, what the fuck? What do you mean to be nervous confident? Right? So here it is. Nervous confidence means no matter what, I will be fine. No matter what, I will be fine. Right? That's what confidence really is. Confidence is confident. So a person, let me start over. A person who's confident knows that if they're going into a business meeting, they might not get the money and they're fine. They're going to be fine anyway. A person who's confident knows that they're going to approach a girl, and if she doesn't like him, they're going to be fine anyway. They want to know if they want to ask to change the channel on in a restaurant, they're going to be fine. If even if they don't get their way, right? Or it's, I'm going to go and get this haircut here. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I trust it. I trust that.
I trust my faculties. Yeah.
Yeah,
totally.
I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but no matter what, I will be fine.
I think
no matter what, I will be fine. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's also a sense of repetition and skill, because when you have a level of skill,
you have battery on your computer?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, we got enough. Yeah. So man, saying battery just triggered a weird thought in my mind. Anyway.
Looking at battery.
Bro,
I don't know who made me somebody was offering people in my house when we were little to lick a battery. They're like, hey, look.
Was it a dare thing?
I don't know, bro.
What the heck?
I got a feeling it was one of my uncles.
Yo, can I wear this hat?
I mean, if you don't stretch it out.
That's what she said.
So it's all right.
God damn.
It's a bit of a pain to travel with, but
it's always worth. Neo or like some kind of R&B
it's always
singer.
Worth you having.
I look like an R&B singer. I look like.
So shit, Texas hat. You can tell by the way it moves in here.
Another one. Spices dust. Another one.
So.
Another one. Anyway. Howdy, stranger.
If you want to really affirm that, look at yourself in the mirror and then say, no matter what, I will be fine. No matter what, I will be fine. Look at it in the morning, look at it in the afternoon, look at it at night, 3 times a day, mandatory in the morning, mandatory in the night.
It also really depends on what kind of confidence you're looking for. So I want you to think of what kind of confidence you're looking for. Are you looking for sexual confidence? Are you looking for emotional confidence? Are you looking for confidence which has to do with knowledge? Like, what area are you really trying to look at making better and maximizing? Because it really depends on the different area as well. It depends on the context. It depends on the structure that's built around. So, I mean, what would you say would improve someone's like emotional confidence, let's say?
Emotional confidence as in expressiveness?
Yeah, expressing themselves.
Is this. The people who made you weak, who pushed you into fear with their anger, their rage, their physical abuse, their verbal abuse, right? Their tyranny over your childhood. They are weak. They are little sissies, little wussies. And they used the fear that they gave you as a way of controlling you. So you must rid yourself of that hex, of that spell.
Of that curse, yeah.
Of that curse. Right? What's a curse? Somebody says something and then it happens. Well, that's what happened to you. Somebody said some shit to you and now you're like this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an actual hex.
The human mind is a dumping ground. Right? Because people are always trying to dump shit into your mind. They're trying to dump whatever their fucking belief systems are into your mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're dumping their reflection of themselves into you.
You need a really good sewage system to keep out, the crap.
And that's why you gotta meditate.
Yeah. It really fine-tunes the instrument. Any kind of breath work or internal work. It really fine-tunes it. It makes things a lot clearer. Like today, I found myself being very mindful as I was walking around the airport. I was just mindful of my interactions. I was mindful of my own thoughts. I was mindful of sights and sounds far away from me. I was mindful of each step that I took. I was mindful of my posture. And as I started to become more and more and more mindful, I started to get more and more confident. So I think confident has to do with a level of self-awareness, like knowing yourself. Because when you know yourself, and you never fully know yourself, you know what I mean? It's like this thing where you're constantly growing. You never really know yourself, but at the end of the day, you're like, well, at least I know this one truth that will keep you grounded, and that is your purpose.
So you have multiple selves. You don't just have one self. Just to be very clear, you have multiple selves, right? Because we're actors, right? You act differently around your mom. You act differently around your dad. You act differently around your siblings. You act differently around the teachers. You act differently around professors. You act differently around your co-workers. You act differently around your school students, right? You act differently all the time. You act differently if someone's hot. You act differently if someone's not hot. You act differently to midgets than to you know,
right,
regular sized people.
One of the things that makes someone alpha is that they treat everybody similarly. Wouldn't you say so? Like, you don't really distinguish and discriminate between if you're like, hey man, to the security guard, right? As well as the store clerk.
I would just say that's charismatic, not. I wouldn't say that's alpha. Alpha just means you do what the fuck you want to do.
Right.
Right? That's why whenever...
But you're congruent in it. Like, you're not like, one day you're like...
You're not pretending to be anything else.
Right.
You're just being yourself.
But what does being yourself mean?
Being yourself means the person that... You being the person that you actually want to be.
Prefer to be. Right?
Yeah. Not... If you don't want to be the person that you are right now, then stop playing that role. Stop acting in that way, right? And start behaving differently. Just look at me. Just look at the way I walk. Look at the way that I speak. Look at the way that I dress. Look at my facial expressions. Listen to my tone, right?
Hi there, guys. My name is Sumedh. I'm trying to say Stanislavski, but
and act differently, right? So, what were you saying before this?
Sumedh?
No, what the heck you were saying even before that? Talking about stories and shit.
Well, I do want to bring up this topic. I don't know what we're talking about. Knowing ourselves, I think something along these lines.
Knowing ourselves?
Yeah.
Annoying ourselves.
Knowing ourselves.
Knowing ourselves.
Not annoying ourselves.
So,
unless you want to get annoyed. Do you want to get annoyed?
So we all have a higher self. We have a lower and a mid and a higher self. Right?
So being yourself is being the highest version of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, the highest version that you would like to be, right? Because we're limitless, bro. So your highest self, the ultimate highest self, it's like you're just being God. Like what the fuck? That's your limit. We're limited to it because of the plane that we're in.
The physical body and the 3D consciousness. Yeah.
So you gotta think, what's the best version of me in a relationship? What's the best version? What's a better version of me? Let's just say, what's a better version of me? A Better Man podcast. What is a better man version of me? I know. In a school, in my career, what is a better version of me in my romantic relationships? What is a better version of me in my friendships? What is a better version of me in the way I conduct myself? What is a better version of me in the way that I dress myself? What is a better version of me? So it's you say, what is a better version of me? You want to live up to that, and that's being alpha. If you aiming in that direction, So it's not like let's just say you could say I'm more free in my expression than some people, right? So you could say that makes me more alpha in that direction.
It's just more high value as well because you're expressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a high value man is just an expressive, a man who is willing to emote themselves.
So if you're just beginning and getting started on your path to full freedom, I'll take that back because we can't be fully free because we're stuck in the body. But anyway,
we're always prisoners of this 3D planet.
yeah, totally. Free spiritually, free vocally, free emotionally, free sexually. When you have that, and you're only getting started into it, you might not have it there. Right? But because you're moving in that direction, because that's what you want, it's your desire, it's not wrong to have a desire, then you are alpha in that moment. But somebody else can be more alpha, right? So now when we bring it into a more social setting, who is the alpha? For one, typically it's the person who's louder. But I'm not saying someone who's screaming. I'm just saying someone whose voice slightly sticks out. Like it doesn't have to be like a physical hurts. It is. I mean, it is its own specific hurt, but like not louder as a siren, but it stands out through the other voices, right? It's where the attention goes, right? Where the attention goes, that is the alpha. The person who has all the attention, right? But you can also be alpha in there, right? You can still be alpha. You can be like let's just say like you're with some girls or whatever, and then these like Australian dudes come and they're like hella fun and charismatic and don't give a fuck.
Eye, man, good eye.
Yeah, because they are, right? And like you be sitting there like, damn, these dudes are getting all the attention from my girl, like, fuck. Like, and then if you're not really there, and you might try to beat them, you'd be like, oh, I'm more charismatic, I'm more funny, whatever, right? Almost try to steal the spotlight from them. You look bad, right? So what you could also do is you could just sit there and observe and be like, yeah, man, that's actually cool, right? That's cool, right?
Yeah, or you can just join, like, make them join in the fun, like, you know. Like, if they have an ill intention in mind, I mean, sure, you want to be assertive and deal with it, but it's like, you know, if they're just out having fun, like, you know, more fun for all of us. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, they feel like they're being messed with or confronted with. Well, I've noticed most of the alpha people on the planet, I mean, you think about this, they're just more grateful. They're just more thankful. They're just more kind. And maybe that kindness is used as a social strategy, but it's still like, that's not a strategy. You know what? That's just like human nature. You know what I mean? To be able to like, you know, fend for yourself or like look out for your own resources. But in a sense, you have to trust yourself in order for yourself to, you know, change in any environment that you're in. You almost have to become like an internal chameleon so that you change the color on the inside. Let's say you're yellow in here and the world seems gray. At least you're yellow in here because now you can broadcast that into the world like, and now it's starting to become yellow around you. Now you're emanating that yellow. And so that starts to rub off on people, like a little bit of a spark of a lighter, right? Someone else like starts to act a little bit yellow around you, then you know you have the frame, and a frame meaning just like how you see reality, right? Everybody has a frame. And a lot of people talk about frame control, you know, like I have to control this frame. I have to get, you know, frame control. Like think of that word itself. I just think in terms of frame, you shouldn't think of frame control. You should think of frame congruence, you know, because the thing is you want your frame to not be wavering all the time. Like you say one thing and then you say something else to contradict yourself after, or like you say like if you like you're gonna do something and then you like
don't do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a fucking fact, bro. That's a fucking fact. That's a factoid.
And it's like 1% down on your self-esteem. You know what I mean? Like every time you don't do something that you set out to do. So
you hurt yourself.
Yeah. And so it's just best to create little wins like every day and just keep a mental notebook of it, a track of it. You guys need to get on track with your nutrition. And I'm not talking about no diets, like I'm talking about mental nutrition too. Okay? Your physical nutrition is important, but what are you feeding your brain? Like, are you watching Polly Pocket every night with your sister? And like you don't like that.
Hey, bro, Polly Pocket's a really good show.
I know she's lit. I know she's lit, dog. Come on, we got love for the Polly. Anyway, getting back on topic.
It's the hat. You see, it's the hat. It's the hat. It's got powers, man. Go out with it.
I will. It sounds good. Yeah, I feel like because this is such a paradox, like a Hindu cowboy, you know what I mean? Like an Indian cowboy, but not like Native American Indian, but like Indian, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Not like casino Indian, but like this type of, you know what I mean? Like the
casino type. Indian.
Not the
people with Vindies, which means a little red dot on their forehead. This Indian. To protect their third eye.
Yeah, they actually do that, yeah. They wear it to not get hypnotized. That's what my mother told me.
Look, bro, when you pull it down, you pull it up, you're pulling it down, it's creating like a thing. You can put it like that, perhaps.
Bro, what color would you say this hat is? Like
brown than a bitch, bro.
But like what shade of brown?
Horse brown.
Horses in the mag.
Horses in the mag. Bro, this dude's fucking killing people with horses. He's just got a gun that shoots people. I thought you meant
like a magazine.
Oh.
Down in Florida.
You see how different words get perceived differently, right? So people might misunderstand your words, but your energy will never be misunderstood.
Your energy.
Your energy will never be misunderstood. And no.
Wait, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. I know it triggered you. Let it out. He's actually been growing a cyst in his third eye, so he's getting a bit of cleansing done right now. He just had some pineapple and he squeezed it together to make this lavender essence, and I don't know what happened after that. He also swallowed all of his Reiki healing stones.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You guys want to know how I said that? So why that was funny and confident and charismatic? Right. I'll show y'all. I'll explain to y'all. All right. Kasum said something, right? And then instead of me being like, no, right? Or me being like, yeah, right?
Oh, I hate when people do that shit, bro.
Instead, I went, yeah. Like I said it like I believed it, and it was true, right? But my voice was very low, right? And it was breathy again, remember? I was like, yeah. And I said it fun, right? So I was agreeing to your exaggeration, right? Because if I didn't agree to your exaggeration,
that caused
even your joke would have not been funny.
Resistance,
right?
Yeah.
Because even a joke, if it's funny, and if you say it in front of a crowd,
it's sort of the rule of improv, right? Yes, and like you never just block it off and just say no to it, because in the case when you're saying yes to the whatever people are talking about, you're like just adding to the fun, you're adding to the conversation, you're adding to the stream of things. So Yeah, make it a sprinkler system.
Add to the stream of things.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, if you would like to learn more, yeah, this is the part where I make my fucking pitch. Like, bro, I just gave you all this content,
bruh,
and I want to help you even more. And I want to help you even more. Because that's a fact, man. I chose to come to Earth specifically to help people. And it's a factoid for me. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, I believe it, right? And just imagine if you actually were to believe that as well, you'd be like, damn, it would be crazy.
To be generous, one must be genuine, but also a generator. Because gen is genesis, right? Is creation. It's a synthesis of generation. So if you are being a generator, you are being also a creator, a genesis. Like you're creating.
I didn't know that was what Genesis meant.
Yeah, Genesis means like, it probably comes from gen, which is like to do with, I don't know. Let's look it up. Can we look it up?
Gen Z, Generation Z, that's what it means, right?
Gen Z.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody knows my phone password now. Don't give a fuck, bitch. You ain't never gonna touch my phone anyway. You gotta see the airplane went off.
Man,
I have internet.
You're always flying.
I'm so flat.
That's why you need to get airplane mode.
So basically, I help you like elevate, man. Like I was in the time when I was younger, I vibrated very high. Then there came a point where all these weird beliefs came into me, and I was living in so much fear for so many years and so much anger, tons and tons of anger. A lot of weakness. I felt extremely weak. And I was able to get myself out of that place. I was able to beat it. I was literally able to beat it. Because I had such a strong will to do it. But the thing is, our will is limited. Science proves this. That our ability to keep going even when we don't want to go is limited. But for me, I had a lot of it. I had a lot more than most people. So,
damn, Genesis means the origin or mode or formation of something. It means to be born.
Well, yes, I was Genesis multiple times.
Yeah.
Right? So,
reborn.
I just want everybody to be aligned in their mind, body, and soul, man. I want everybody to be fit. I want everybody's chakras to be clean. I want everybody's thoughts to be pure. I want everybody to be fit. I want everybody to be... What did I say, bro? I said 3 very beautiful things, right? So, I want everybody to be fit. I want their chakras to be cleared.
Yeah.
And aligned and flowing perfectly, and I want their thoughts to be pure. Right? That's the mind, body, and soul. Right? That's what I speak about, the mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
And I feel it's my job. It's my job. It's my duty. It's not my job, it's my duty. Right? It is an important cause.
In Hinduism, we call it dharma.
Dharma?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like a duty. Like you serve a duty, a responsibility in this world. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I fuck up, many people fuck up. Because you know how many people look up to me? People actually look up to me and be like, yo, like, your motivation. I get messages from people saying, yo, like, I really love everything that you do. Keep going. You just brighten my day.
That's awesome, right? That's the reason we do this shit. It's like
for the compliments.
Not for the compliments.
Although I do love it, but the change in the world.
Yeah, the transformation, like the ability to say that, oh, this person has changed my life, like we did that, like
damn straight, it happened.
Thank you, man.
I'm just happy that I experienced this in order to be able to logically understand it, and then be able to explain to people on a logical and emotional level, right? Because my delivery is emotional and the words that I say are logical.
Bro, you just went level 120 to level 600 consciousness right now for a second.
Me? Are you telling me?
Yeah.
Or are you telling them?
Am I telling you, or am I talking to the audience right now?
No. Like, are you saying to the audience because of what I said they became a level 600?
Oh, maybe. I was thinking you did it.
What did they say?
You're technically, you were saying like, what were you saying?
So we were talking about the mind, body, soul.
Mind, body, soul, yeah.
And then after that, we were talking about you. You really know how to dance. Yeah. I was just trying to distract my mind so that I could remember later.
I know, dude, but that's like a great way of like explaining the MacGyver method in the flow state, which is basically taking your mind off a problem by doing something non-taxing. Like singing is a great way to do that. Just noticed. When you just start singing, it's like your mind doesn't look for the solution. It doesn't really need to force itself to look for a solution. It sort of releases. And then it sort of reconfigures the system a little bit.
So I said something that was the levels of like 100 to 60, as you said, to level 600, right? And I was talking about my delivery being emotional, and the words that I'm saying hitting the logical, right? Because I was explaining how I developed and changed. Was I had to feel I felt the emotions, and then I had to do the logical way of dealing with the emotions, right? And then I was able to master the emotions, right? And the thoughts and my body and my chakras and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what was it? What was it that I said that was 600?
I'm trying to remember. My mind is blanking out.
Damn. 182. 182, bro. Blink 182. No wonder you got all those holes in your shirt, because you got shot.
Wait, you're saying I got to blink 182 times?
I think it's funny how they did.
Is that a yoga asana? Is that a yoga asana? No, dude, it's a band. Is that a yoga asana?
I want to start a rock band called Sadhguru. And we all
I'm sure he'd love that.
And we all look like Osho, though. We all gotta look like Osho, though.
He'll be like, hello. Hello. And then the guitar comes
It's a good day. Is it not? Is it not?
Is it not? Is it not? Bro, Sadhguru is the man.
He's great. He's a great father and mother.
He told us to be the mother of the world. And that's what we're trying to do to you guys. We're trying to mother you. Except we don't have that much breast milk left. I'm sorry.
You're going to have to suck it out from a cow.
Moo backwards is om.
Bruh. So anyway, guys, I think that's a bruh.
I think that's a wrap. If you want guys to hit me up,
that's a Subway, bro. It's a Subway.
It's a Subway.
It's a fucking Brooklyn.
Subway type.
Brooklyn. It's a rap. It's a poem. It's a rap.
If you guys want to get in touch with me, go to Instagram at Flowzone Academy. That's FLOZ or ZONE, depending on where you are.
Man.
If you're in New Zealand, you might say Z or Z. I'm not too sure.
Check it out.
But anyway, check it out, guys.
It's FLO. There's no W at the end of flow. Just so you know.
I'm looking for 10 elite men who want to be peak performers.
Damn, elite.
Elite men who want to be peak performers.
That means not everybody.
Not everybody is eligible for this program.
That's what it means.
But for the ones of you who are interested, either Get in touch with me.
Take the shot
flowzoneacademy at gmail.com.
You don't know if you're gonna get it, but take the shot anyway, man.
Take the chance.
That's what alpha is, man. You don't tell me you watched this whole episode and didn't take the chance.
Because once you're a part of this mastermind, your whole world's gonna change. That's it. That's the simplest way I can describe it. And it's called the mystic masculine. Mystic just means that a person who has the technology to understand the mysteries of life.
Ooh, mysteries.
Ooh-wee. So if you're into mysteries, yeah, check it out. Check out the program consists of us stepping into a new male archetype each week. So each week we'll be focusing on one masculine archetype from either Carl Jung or a couple of other people. I've added a few of my own in there as well. So it should be fun. It's going to be an integrated 7-week program. It's going to be fun for sure. But yeah, shoot me a message if you are interested in that. Having said that,
anyway,
peace out, guys.
hold up, bro. You went on a fucking 20-ass minute rant about his program.
Bruh,
like,
it's not 20 minutes.
All right, 19. Okay.
19.
Anyway, my book is coming out soon, guys. Sooner than you think, in a few months, perhaps.
Yay!
Or I might just give it out for free, right? But we're making the cover for it. We're gonna go on a photo shoot. We're looking for a very nice house here in Calcutta. But if not, we're just gonna sneak into a hotel. And if I dress nice, like, they're not gonna fucking tell me shit, because I'm gonna just walk in there with confidence and conviction, right? And then we'll document it. We'll make a little video of it.
And guys, we were thinking about if we can have like a Facebook group or something like that. But let us know if that's something that interests you guys.
And if you have not left a review, please do so.
Yeah, it really helps.
You can do it on Apple iTunes. And if you have an Android, just go to iTunes.com.
Yeah,
it'll be super cool of you,
man.
They
can't leave reviews on Spotify, right?
No, I don't think so.
That'd be lit though.
Do you think people can leave reviews on Anchor?
Yeah, you probably can.
If you look us up on Anchor, just type in the Better Man Podcast, Anchor. It's a podcast platform. You can leave us a review.
Yeah, you can also send us voice messages on there, so that's really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you.
Oh, I didn't tell you what my book was about.
Oh, what is it about, man?
The book title is called Command Respect.
Ooh, I'm already getting chills.
Command Respect.
Oh, you're gonna cost you.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
A memoir that delves into the phantasmagoria of Ivan's life.
Phantasmagoria. I love that word.
I know, right?
It sounds fucking cool. It sounds like a phantom.
Yeah, right.
That sounds like a cool car.
What the fuck does that even mean,
phantasmagoria.
bro? What the heck does that even
Bro, it's
mean?
11:15 and we're still fucking alive. God damn it.
Yes. Oh, wait, I was putting in my password. That's why. I hope your phone doesn't get locked out on me, bro.
Bro, if you put your phone on my password, if you put your phone inside of my password, bro, I don't know.
Brown avocado's still good.
Yeah, bro.
Looking at your Hotmail searches,
Gmail.
Gmail.
This avocado, this brown avocado. I had to know, bro.
Yeah. No, that's a good call.
I had to know, bro. Because I don't trust everything. All right, we're looking at.
All right, so it means a sequence of real or imaginary images like that we've seen in a dream. But bro, that's what the book is.
Ooh, I like it, bro. I like it. Because dreams are so vivid and clear.
Yeah. Doesn't even matter if they're real or imaginary.
And they feel awesome.
They feel great. They feel great, man.
Dude, I know damn well, we all have memories of our dreams. We all have those dreams that are imprinted in our memories. You can think about those dreams that you had in your childhood. If you had even in nightmares either. Honestly, I was possessed, but I was manipulated by lower level entities when I was younger, because I had so much fear. Yeah. Right? I was induced with so much fear And then like whenever I saw the movie Chucky, right?
I wonder why horror movies do that to you.
That's why the fucking negative entities were able to like manipulate my mind and shit. I struggled with fear so much.
They get invoked like that, I think.
Bro, like literally
through negative imagery.
Literally up until the age of 20, 21. So it could have been between 20 and 21. I'm about to be 22, right? There was a moment. Oh, my bad, guys! I farted. It's part nasty.
They can smell all the way in Egypt, bro. In the podcast.
I remember being on my bed, right, and it was the lights were out, right. I'm trying to go to sleep, and me being so scared to get up and cross the room to get something, or to adjust myself on the bed, because otherwise the negative entities are gonna get me, or being too scared to sleep without the blanket, because the blanket was some sort of fucking protection shield. Like, what the fuck, right? But I was so scared, and I was on my bed, and I was like, this is fucking stupid, right? And in that moment, I was released. It is because you enter fear that they're able to manipulate you.
You shine the spotlight on it, and you were like questioning its existence, its ridiculousness. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
But anyway, guys, like the pics on the fucking Instagram, bro.
Like all of them.
The Better Man Podcast. Just type that up. And then just put a dot in between each word.
Yeah.
The Better Man Podcast, and put a dot between each word. And if you just type the Better Man Podcast itself, it's gonna pop up, because we are the only Better Man Podcast.
For sure.
We're the only people with a title, The Better Man Podcast. 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 Better Man Podcast. Better Man Podcast. The Better Man Podcast. Better Man Podcast. Better Man Podcast. Hold up, guys. Actually, this is getting exciting. I'm gonna Instagram snap this. All right, are you down with it? And then this is gonna appear in the fucking episode. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Go to Instagram right now. You're gonna find it. Yo, what's up, guys? We're in the middle of shooting our podcast. Look, we're being recorded. I'm recording myself. Look, if you're listening to this new podcast, this is episode 17. This is how to have unbreakable confidence. Unbreakable confidence. Secrets fucking revealed. Like, oh, that was really cool. I slapped. Oh, it's really cool.
Well, that was a knee slapper.
Damn, see that? You see this fucking knee? You look at this fucking thigh. That's how you get thighs with confidence, right?
What in the world?
So, we're still fucking recording it. This is gonna be in the podcast. So this is gonna be super fucking funny. That's episode 17, actually. That's gonna be 17 hours of content that we've created. I am the one don't need
We're in the middle. Yes, that was great. You're really tired. What the heck? People are probably listening to this like, what the heck? We're in the middle. Bro, just post it. People are gonna listen like twice. I'm recording myself. Look, if you're listening. All right, guys. We're gonna
skirt out of here.
Skirt out. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Alrighty, be the best, forget the rest. Odd Resilience, Ice Nation.
Flow Zone Academy.
Right, Academy.
Peace, guys. May the flow be with you.